Hey, hi and hello, I'm Angry Gorilla and welcome back to the PokeMMO server. New players, old players, veterans, or whatever stage you are, we are learning very quickly that EV training is a must when developing a team. Each Pokemon allows 510 EV points to which we can distribute among the stats, and that can make such a difference in so many aspects of PvP, PvE, or PvM. Like I said, we get a total of 510 EV points. However, we only are allowed to increase an individual stat by 252 points. Every 4 EV is obtained in a particular stat equals 1 more point for that stat by the time the Pokemon reaches level 100. So at the lower levels this may not be significant, but in the long run it will make all the difference. A Pokemon's yield EV can be either +1, +2, +3 or mixed, and is determined by its greatest base stat, like Rhydon gives attack EV or Wailord gives HP EV. The most common method to gather EV is through facing hordes, as each battle has the potential to give 10 EV when facing a 5 times horde. Now, in order to face against a horde, you will need a Pokemon with Sweet Scent. There are a ton of them, so gathering hordes are no difficult task. Now, there are multiple Pokemon with multiple AoE moves that make for great horde clearers. Some examples are Mold Breaker Rampardos, which we've seen being used here in Mount Silver, and that comes with the moves like Rock Slide, Blizzard, Bulldoze, Earthquake, Incinerate, or Surf. And there's even some like Damp Quagsire, which are very useful for mons that have Explosion or self-exploding moves, as Damp nullifies that. And Quagsire comes with Rock Slide, Blizzard, Icy Wind, Bulldoze, Earthquake, Incinerate, Surf, Muddy Water, and Sludge Wave. So a lot of coverage there. These are just a couple to name some, but my personal preference is Lightning Rod Raichu, as it comes with Sweet Scent already and can clear most hordes with Surf or Discharge. Having Sweet Scent on the Pokemon that is clearing the hordes is useful because you can now train up to 5 Pokemon at the same time. Training Pokemon can be done via experience shares, or we can also use the training links or the EX reamplifiers. So the EX reamplifier or the training links can be found in the gift shop, whereas XP shares are found in your story mode or can be bought on the GTL for a reasonable price. Now, with all that covered, it's time to look at the next EV training spots. We are covering all the stats for all the regions, so there are plenty of spots for you to choose and perhaps come across a shiny whilst you are EV training. Be sure to subscribe and check out the other EV training videos to see if you agree with the 3 spots that I've chosen for each individual stat. Okay, so once again we are here in Johto, and today we're going to look at the attack EV stat. The first location today is we're going to look at Gyarados. Gyarados is an absolute amazing shiny, so we'll show that in a second, but it is very easy. It's a 100% location in Lake of Rage, so once you have been to Lake of Rage and I believe you defeat the mini boss Gyarados, the shiny variant, you do get access to flying to Lake of Rage, and so pretty much once you've flown here you can pretty much pop or use Sweet Scent, as well as your Raichu would be awesome here with Discharge, as Gyarados is water and flying and has a 4 times weakness, but it's a low enough level that you should be fine. Only problem is that it does have Intimidate, so it will take some time up there, but in order, you might get a shiny Gyarados here, which will be all the worth it. Okay, so the second location today is actually looking at a 50-50 split location. So we will be looking at Kingler and Machoke. So 2 Pokemon here. Both Pokemon give attack EV, so this location here at Cliff Edge Gate is perfect as well if you want to try and go for multiple shinies here. We'll just look at the shiny variant for both of those. So you pretty much want to go towards the Safari Zone through this very entrance for the Cliff Edge Gate. And then once you've made your way through this little path, you can enter the cave here. One step, and we should pop Sweet Scent, which should give us either a Kingler Horde, which is perfect for discharge, but Kingler does have Protect, which has the priority here. So that will delay your process here. Thing is, Kingler can't use Protect 2 turns in a row because it will fail. Or you may come across a Machoke Horde here, which we can just use Surf or Discharge. And there you have it. Now the next location that we have here is also a 50-50 split. So if you're going for multiple shinies, this could be another location that you want. And we'll be looking at Arbok and Dodrio. So both pretty cool shinies. So pretty much once you have been to Victory Road, you can actually fly back from Victory Road. I don't think there is a PC actual, yeah, there's no PC here, so you'd have to fly all the way back to either go to Victory Road or even Cherry Grove. They're probably your best 2 options, or if you have Mount Silver unlocked, if you don't want to use lepers. So what we can do is we want to make our way south past all this. We want to avoid the grass for now until we hit Route 27. Once we're in Route 27, we can go into this grass patch here. And once we use Sweet Scent, we have a 50% chance on either getting Arbok or Dodrio. So both are at decent levels. So if you need an EV train or XP train, sorry, you can do that. Once again, like Gyarados, Arbok does have Intimidate, so that will obviously slow your EV training up. Okay, so I just thought it'd be worth noting that Arbok is 100% encounter here when it's nighttime. Dodrio is only available here when it's either daytime or morning, like so. So we can pretty much, once it's daytime or morning, we can just use Sweet Scent and potentially get a Dodrio Horde. So, yep, hopefully we get a Dodrio Horde because it's daytime or in the morning. And then obviously our Alpha Raichu does easy work with Discharge. I've actually got a 4th location here, but this is a bonus location as you do need Mount Silver unlocked, which is a whole kettle of fish in terms of getting the Pokedex sorted, as well as all the Elite Fours complete. Once you've done that, then you have access to Mount Silver. But today we're going to be, in this spot, we're going to be looking at Parasect, which not only gives 2 attack EVs per Parasect, it also gives 1 defense EV. So giving that 15 EV per horde is pretty big, as not many hordes in the server do this. The only problem is you do need Surf, Waterfall, and obviously Mount Silver's access, as well as it's not a 100% encounter. You do need to come across a few Gold Duck. Now one last thing that I forgot to mention is due to Parasect's resistance to ground, water, and electric. Unfortunately, Raichu isn't strong enough for this location, or even Quagsire's Earthquake. It'd probably be best using a fire type with Incinerate, or even a Togekiss with Air Cutter. So what we can do is we can make our way north into the cave. We want to surf across, as well as we want to use waterfall, and we make our way into this little cave here, this small little room, and we then use Sweet Scent. It's not guaranteed that we'll get a Parasect Horde, but we will come across the occasional Golduck Horde. On top of that, we can't use any sort of water moves as well, even though it's got resistance, but it also could potentially have the ability Dry Skin, which replenishes health. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I even put in a bonus location, so I'm very happy about that. And hopefully you did enjoy. There was a lot of Pokemon here today. I think there was 6 in total that you could potentially shiny hunt for, as well as train your attack EV. Now, just to recap, you do have an Arbok Dodrio split at Route 27. It's probably easiest to get there from Victory Road, although you do need to heal up in either Cherry Grove or Mount Silver if you have access to that. If you don't want to use lepers, as well as Dodrio is only there during the daytime and the morning. The next spot is the 50-50 split at Cliff Edge, which is Kingler and Machoke, as well as you've got Gyarados here in Lake of Rage. And like I said, the bonus location is Parasect. You got to have Mount Silver unlocked. You do need to have Surf, and you do need to have Surf for Gyarados and Parasect, as well as you need to have Waterfall for Parasect as well. And it's not guaranteed that Parasect is going to be the only encounter there, as you may come across Golducks, but that's the price you pay if you also need to train Defense EV at the same time. So a fair bit to take in there. We can obviously see their shiny variants, so you can see which ones you would like to go for, as well as hopefully you did enjoy today's video and found it quite informative. Like I said, there was a lot of information to pack in there in terms of knowing if you need a HM or not, what Pokemon split with what, and if it's daytime, morning, or if it shares the room with another Pokemon. So hopefully you do like the video, and if you do, leave it a like. Don't have to, it's completely up to you. It's only just showing your support, which I very much appreciated. And on top of that, let me know, is this where you train your attack EV? There was heaps of spots available, so I'm sure you'll find one of these spots to your liking, as well as if you want to, you can keep up to date with the channel, as well as keep up with all the EV training videos that I've been putting out. I've been trying to put out at least one a week, as well as a second video here and there. But yeah, definitely show your support, subscribe. We're doing well. I'm very happy with where the channel is going, as well as where we're looking to grow. So like always, look after yourself, keep cool, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.